شلاما قا كل برجانا يقيرد أترا تيفي تيولايت غدات فقطة رابا ديلا نيتا عم خا ملبانا غورا جو أمتديا يقرأ أفرم يلدز ويلي آون دقو قالوتا بشنة وشنة وخارتاوية لخيا جو إسبانيا وهدية إلي خا إلي خلط مدبرانا
ملبانا
بروفيسور جو سلامانكا يونيفرسيتي قابوله قاتوخ بشينا على شاشة أترا تيفي رابي أفرم بياي قد أمرح له خبشينا تيلو لخا جو أمريكا بصورة وقد مورد دانا باسمتا وهاود بسيمة قبل له زمينوتا أي تبقت الدين
على والله بشينا وشلاما وببريشوتا قبل طيبوتا الدين تا أترا تيفي ديولنا دي برساد شوتي لاركو خميدو من ديانة الدين ببرايا من ديانة طاوي الدين ببرايا تا بنولو بناتو متدين والدين نيخاني خلبول مشو شاطة خاطة أدعمات وراء من هذا السبب أنا عاود مرطلوخن قوبل طيبودة دي لانيتا ديوتن ترسطالن ادميدو تا عمديا مهل ببرايا ما تخمدو راشيو وهذا ما بالخوني مبلوطي اد كل خا من نوخن شاغل يطرى ومن تيتا مني
هاود بسيمة قضانوخ اخنا مبيخ ليبخ دي لنايت بهاست دها opportunity دقيتن جو سلامانكا يونيفرسيتي قدن يالوبيد بياينا قد ليبي ينشقلي لي او الدرغة بيولبانا السيريولوجي ين ليبي باس كرسيا السيريا ين كرسيا آتور خدش مباشق لقالا اي قد most of the young audience that are watching they may not comprehend or understand what this is all about. So if you can simplify it for us, that would be good.
First of all, it's good to clarify some specific points in relation to the kind of studies we are dealing with. It's not Assyriology or Assyrian studies. We are focusing on modern Assyrian studies. Because Assyriology, you do have many universities that are dealing with that. So that job is done.
Okay.
And for us, especially for me, it was important to work and to focus on those parts of the Assyrian heritage as a whole that were not well established at a higher educational center. This is why we teach, of course, language, literature, history, but especially according to different periods, ancient, middle, late, and especially modern. We teach modern Assyrian for a whole year as compulsory course. We have 2 years of literature. We have 2 years of literary texts. We have 2 years of ancient, imperial, and middle, late. So it's a complete degree. It's not only a kind of course that we are giving. It's an official degree that has been run long time ago, since the European higher education system has undergone changes. This degree is part of that process under Bolognian law. Was the ECTS credit system and so on. And it's an official title. This is one. Of this degree, we give almost 45% of the contents are related to our language, history, and literature. So this is the main, let's say, activity we try to develop at the University of Salamanca. Somehow Salamanca, or the University of Salamanca, has become a kind of reference for this specific field, because you don't find it elsewhere. In that sense, I'm very happy to share these things with you, in order also to tell to the Assyrian community, look, we have a golden opportunity to train the new Assyrian generation, and let's have this opportunity for those who are really interested in learning their language as the language deserves to be learned. And second, this has been done at least 20 years ago, so it's not a new initiative. The issue is that nobody knew about it because I tried to do things in the way to first work, establish, run it, and then announce it, because just telling that we are going to do this and that is not my way of announcing things. That's why it has also taken long that you knew about me as professor. And once finished this period of, a solid basis, I saw that it was absolutely imperative for me in this case to focus even more on a specific field that has to do with the Assyrian linguistic, literary and historical legacy. This is why after years I tried to create the Nineveh Academic Chair at the University of Salamanca in order also to give the chance to focus on a more specific, let's say, way on the modern Assyrian studies.
So the candidates that would be interested in seeking the degree, let's say the Assyrians that live here in America, are usually the candidates interested in history, interested in geography, human geography, or political science, or what interest do you think a student would have that this would appeal to them?
Well, especially this is focused for those who are interested in language.
Language,
Yeah.
okay.
Who are interested in literature,
Okay.
in linguistic, in philology, and so on. So it's a very wide field that includes many aspects that have to do with the language. Today, knowing or learning a language is not just knowing the structure, a grammatical structure which is based on scripture, phonetics, morphology, and syntax. Let's say in a very simple way.
Yeah.
That's a very basic part of what we really teach to the students who aim to be introduced in Assyrian language, because they are not going only to learn Assyrian language, they are going also to have courses that are included in this kind of study plans, where they have to learn Spanish, of course, they have to learn about the theory of literature.
I see.
So it's a complete curricula where the student or the candidate, if they finish in a successful way, they will have, let's say, the means that will allow them to teach, to research, and to write in that language. Yeah. So in that sense, yeah, first of all, this is the degree. There are people who are interested in learning a language, but learning a language means having all this part of studies that allow the students having a very solid basis.
And the perfect candidate would come out of high school,
Yes.
and then apply, or should
Once
they
you
obtain?
once you finish the school and you are allowed to enter in the university, this is obligatory to have it. You can't enter at the university without this first, let's say.
Absolutely.
And once you have them, according to the European higher education system, you need certificates that must be then validated by, in this case, if it's a US student or an Iraqi or Syrian, or according to to the country that issues the certificates, they need just a kind of homologation process, which doesn't take long, and learning the language, and then they will be admitted. This is for the degree. But also we have masters. I have indeed included our language, our modern language, modern Assyrian, Surat, and historic and cultural course in a master of multilingualism. So we have also our language at a master level. And I, especially as professor, I am linked to 2 different PhD doctoral programs where I can receive the students. Imagine there's a student who has done his degree, or undergraduate,
Sure.
and he has or she has the master. They can immediately, they have access to the PhD or the doctoral programs, where they start researching upon Assyrian language, history, or literature. Indeed, currently I have 3 Assyrian students who are doing their PhD. And this year, by the way, we are going to have, for the first time in our history, a whole PhD written in modern Assyrian.
Wonderful.
And it will be defended, hopefully, at the end of this year. So we are not talking about what we are going to do, but rather we are saying what we are.
You're executing.
Yeah, exactly.
And these students are from America or
No,
countries?
she is from Ashur.
Ashur, okay, excellent.
Yes, and she is an Assyrian in this case. The other 2 candidates are from Sweden.
Sweden, okay.
We are going to have, hopefully I will be able, and if we are successful with the scholarships, we are going to have other 2 PhD students from Ashur again. So what we are trying to do is to also to focus on what is our last and main goal, to train these talents and to maintain them there, because if we don't focus on that last, let's say, goal, then we would fail in our attempts. So my idea is to train, especially in this case, the 4 students or the 3 students, PhD students we have, they go back and they start working in Ashur.
I see. That's
And
wonderful.
we have prepared also the ground for that. Now we have a double degree between the University of Salamanca and Duhok, in order to have them as professors there.
So they would be able to, once they graduate, to
Yeah,
teach.
yeah. They will teach at the University of Duhok in the Department of Surat Language and Literature.
That's phenomenal.
It's still approved by the state. So this is, for me, a huge path. So you can ensure the formation, the education of the teachers that are going to teach at the schools of where the Assyrian kids are being trained and educated. So it's a global project. It's not just an initiative. It's really a project. But at the same time, it's important to underline an important point. Assyrian community worldwide must become more and more conscious of investing in education.
Absolutely. What's your goal in the next year or 2? How many are you looking to recruit or invite into this program? What's your what would make you happy?
Oh, happy! Happy! I would be happy to have the guarantee of having, at least an average of Assyrian students coming gradually to the university and studying and specializing in this field. We need Assyrians to be specialized in language, in history, in literature. We have many Assyrian talents who are trained in economics, medicine, and so on. But where we really lack a bulk is in these three fields, and this is why I'm insisting on the necessity of receiving Assyrian talents to be trained and send them back to the Assyrian communities, where there is a university where they can start working in two main points, in and within the Assyrian community, but at the same time creating link with the university. It's not just, we should not have this idea of having one professor. My idea is having gradually then a center where several professors can contribute in that sense. And we are gradually achieving pass by pass. It's hard, but I'm confident that Syrian community worldwide, especially in diaspora where we have the chance to do so. So my dream is, whether in Turlock or in Arizona or in Chicago, in Los Angeles itself, or in Ashur or in Sweden or in Germany, where there is an Assyrian community, there must be an Assyrian educational center. If we do that, then we would accomplish with our duty in order to train, to educate our kids in our language, in our history, in our literature. And we have a short space of time, next 30 years. Or we do this, or we are going to lose a whole generation in diaspora. And I'm confident that we will achieve it.
Are we thinking about possibly having some tours or invitations to the college, to the university? Is that open? Can people reach out to you or to the university to tour it, to get to know the program closely instead of just hearing about it on TV or in the convention?
Yes, of course. I mean, if you just go through the university website itself, all these courses are announced. We advertise our, let's say, programs. We have at about 75 different degrees, and one of them is this. So it's done. The problem is here, or the problem I have is that our people are not well, I'm generally speaking, okay, updated or informed about how many things we are doing. So, and I'm sure that they will gradually then become, these are the means now through Attra TV, probably many Assyrians will know that we have such a basis, such a degree, master possibilities, PhD. So this is a kind of, start not running, but start walking, path by path. And yes, we do have our means, of course, but if you don't go through today, if you just go through Google and put Cathedra Nineveh, you will see the whole website of Nineveh Academic Chair website, where we have our activities, the things that have been done, the projects that are announced. So everything is indicated in them. So I invite you to do so.
So we'll look it up while you're going through this. We'll look it up later and pull those websites. And while doing the editing the program and producing it, we will put it on the screen for people to know. And just briefly, what is the cost for a student obtaining a bachelor or master's, or generally speaking?
Yeah, we are in the US, so the concept of the costs is totally different. In Europe, usually you study more or less without investing a big amount of money. Imagine for every year, just for tuition fees, we pay 1,500 euros, let's say, or 1,600 euros. It's just a symbolic price. Of course, the student must pay then his or her hosting, feeding, and so on.
Room and board.
Yeah, but the tuition fees themselves are
is symbolic. But
Yeah.
is that okay for a foreign national, someone
Yes.
who's not from
Spanish.
Spain or doesn't
Of
hold a
course.
Spanish citizen?
Indeed, when I was vice president of the university, I introduced this concept that whether they are from China or from Ashur
Yeah.
or from the US, they pay all the same as a Spanish.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And Salamanca is beautiful, I understand. So the student will go there and enjoy living in Spain.
It's a vibrant city because we have at about 40,000 students between the two universities. Our one has 35,000 and the rest is of the private one. So in a city of 200,000 inhabitants, 30,000 students, 35,000 students is, living in Salamanca is very comfortable because in Salamanca the things are well concentrated. It's a magnificent city, historical city, but at the same time it's very,
Modern, up to date.
modern but vibrant.
Vibrant.
As well. So you combine both of them: history, modernity, and especially, how would I say, security is important, and it's one of the most secure cities in Europe. Or safe
Very
city.
safe.
Exactly, yeah. And at the same time clean, and the life is not expensive.
So it's reasonable compared
yeah.
to, let's say, students coming from the US.
Yeah, I mean, for what a year of the U.S. university you can do the 4 years we
The
have
4
there.
years, wow,
even
phenomenal.
yeah. So it's probably what we have to underline is there are totally different methods of studies. From a financial point of view, of course, European universities in this case are cheaper. But the contents that we give, they compete with those universities who pay thousands of euros per year. That's it.
So the students that are anyone who's graduating high school from the United States and they love their identity, Assyrian identity, and they would like to learn about their language, enhance their knowledge. And the University of Salamanca offers Assyrian studies, and you can obtain a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, and a PhD.
The official title is, in order to clarify, is Hebrew and Aramaic Studies, because this it was even before.
Hebrew and Aramaic studies.
But the contents are linked to the Assyrian language,
Sure.
literature, history, especially modern and late. Yeah. But not only that, this is one part which is submitted to an accreditation process. We have then additional activities through Nineveh, where we teach the language. We are going to start teaching the language online. We are celebrating congresses. Every year there's a Nineveh Academic Chair Congress, where we are creating also working groups, research working groups. So the Assyrian scholars must know how to work collectively. This is what I call in Assyrian Sihtanait.
Sihtanait?
Sihta groups,
Sihtanait,
yeah. So it's the best way to be productive and to do solid work is if it's shared. I'm used to use this way of research groups. You apply for a project and you are not the unique one. You have other colleagues that participate, and this must be also done among and within the Assyrian scholars. And we have an average, probably not many Assyrians know, but we have at about 25, 30 top scholars who are active at the universities and whom I know well. I have been working on all this process in order to know where they are specialized and where we can have a profit of their knowledge. And now we will be able, through the project that the Nineveh chair, if we have the financial support on behalf of the Assyrian, let's say, lobby, then they will be productive. They will work together and they will do a wealth. The Assyrian language must be studied in this way, collectively. The Assyrian history must be restudied and done by the Assyrian scholars. There must be an Assyrian vision upon their own history. You can't only depend on foreigners who have done huge work, but now it's time to provide the modern society with an Assyrian vision upon their own history.
Absolutely, I agree with you, and I know your time is valuable, and we booked only a short time, and I don't want to take any more of your time. I know you had a long day today, and you'll have a lot more. People are waiting for you. Dr. Efrem Yildiz Hawd Basima, Tawdi Sagi, Qada Hadana, Qadayat Baqta.
أختنا وتنرابرا بالسيمة ديوتن وبرسطالا دميدوخ تا بنونو بناتت عشر ما يخبو هذا ما يتلو هذا ما يخسنيقي ما سنيقو تايت قبل طيبوت الديوخ أخني ميدوخ تا عمديا ليك يخمطي وما هي لازم باي شويدة من هذه السبب أختنا وتنرابرا بالسيمة أخمري طالخ إن كل خمنا بيقاعد أخيطب أرخد أخيطب برس خزوة أنا بأرخد أدا يلبانا أو خينا بأرخد أدا خيط دراي زوزة مخبرا investment إن كل ما يتوخل لخ دادم زوجه لخ دادم إيجا آشور جاخر تبيشة بنيتا
آمين. هبلاطة دي بتاعي رابا شابيرا هاويتم بسيمة قبرجانا يقيرة هاويتم بسيمة دويلوخن عمان بصورة قد موروخن خدانا بسمتا وقتبلوخن منا يطرانا وآها إيلي ديلانايت قد جوانقي وعليمة ديان قد خازي خا مندي شابيرا قطوت الدية قد عتيت الدية هاويتم بسيمة بوشون بشلامة.